everybody, welcome back. So today is one of those videos where I'm testing out brand new products, and I'm gonna say actually quite a few of them are like new. One of them is super new. It just came out, it just like launched a couple of days ago, so I was so excited that I was able to get that product. And then a couple of them are just kind of new to me, new to my stash. And I have a nice mix of drugstore and high-end products. I know you guys really enjoy that. At least that's what you tell me. So if you want to see how I got this look, then let's get into it. So let's just jump right into it. Now this foundation I'm going to test out has been on my radar. I actually had it in my Sephora cart sitting there, but it was out of stock of the shade that I needed. I know I promised you guys there was a couple of other foundations that I have in my stash, which I'm gonna also test those ones as well. I'm not gonna do a full day wear test on this foundation just because it's late in the day already. But what I will do is down in the description box, I'll let you know how it has worn the rest of the day and how well I liked it, how well it did on my skin. So the one I'm talking about is the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. It has been like all over social media, ads everywhere. I really wanted to jump on this one because from what I've seen, people are really liking this one. They're saying it is fantastic. Now I have this in the shade, it's light for Deauville. Packaging is just gorgeous. It's just beautiful, very sleek looking. So as I'm giving it a little shake here, I'll give you the little details about it. I believe it comes in about 36 shades, which is it's actually quite a big shade range, so that's very good. It's a medium coverage, good for dullness, uneven texture, natural finish, good for dark spots, good for redness. It's an advanced makeup skincare hybrid foundation with a natural finish that quickly blurs and smooths while visibly improving skin's clarity over time. One of the ingredients that I like in here, it says it's cocoa peptides and milk thistle, which minimizes the negative effect of blue light and environmental stressors. So I thought that was really interesting. I have put no extras on my face. I've just put my eye cream, my moisturizer, my sunscreen, no primer. So it is a little bit on the runny side, nothing like where it's gonna run down my hand. So it doesn't have any sort of scent to it. So I was super excited when I saw this come up on my notification emails when I had it up for Sephora. I said, notify me when it comes in stock. So Thursday morning gave me a notification that it had come back in stock, and I was like, yes. I was all over that. So far what I can see is it's giving me a really nice radiance throughout my cheeks and on my chin area. It blended in like really well. I had no problems with it blending in. Just going to take it down my neck. So glad. This is a great shade match. So I brought you in a little bit closer. Everything is blended in now, and I really like how it's very luminous, like extremely luminous. That is amazing. Like all in my cheek area here, down in my chin. That looks amazing. It did a nice job of covering up some of that hyperpigmentation there. No, I mean, it's not going to cover it all, but it has done a better job than some of my other foundations lately. They do say this is like a breathable formula, lightweight, medium coverage. It is buildable, so I did build it up a little bit on my cheek area, but I think this looks really pretty. It says it's supposed to blur pores, wrinkles, texture. I mean, so far right now, it's not settling into my smile lines. That's awesome, because remember, I don't have any primer on. It does say it's suitable for all skin types, like even sensitive skin. Now, it would have probably given me a little bit more coverage if I would have used a brush, but I just wanted to use my sponge today. I've been using my brush a lot lately with foundation, so I just wanted to try this with just a regular sponge. But I think that looks really lovely. All right, so that's giving me some really nice radiance and luminosity. Really liking that, so we'll keep an eye on that. Next, we're going to go in with concealer. So I've picked up the Revlon Colorstay Skin Awaken Caffeine and Vitamin C. It's like a 5-in-1 concealer. Brand new. I thought, okay, well, let's give this a try. I'm a little bit of a concealer junkie. I picked this up in the shade 001, which I believe is like a universal shade. So you just unscrew that. It has one of those sponge tip kind of applicators, almost similar to the Maybelline Age Rewind. Oh, there it comes. Okay, so it's come up along the sponge there. And I'm just going to place this right where I am darkest. And I'm going to put a little bit on my eyelids just to use that as a base for my eyeshadow. So this one claims that it erases, perfects, it's supposed to brighten, it's supposed to hydrate and refresh your skin with that, like the caffeine and vitamin C is more of like an awakening look. It is very lightweight, I will say that. And it comes in 11 shades. All right, so we're just going to go in with my Angie Hot and Flashy concealer brush. I can see maybe just like a tad of the darkness poking through. I just want to put a little bit right here. I can kind of see there's a little bit of the darkness there. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my finger. And we'll keep an eye on this to see, you know, if it starts looking cakey looking or creases. All right, so this next product I am so excited about because I don't think I've ever been this fast on a launch before ever on my whole YouTube channel. But like I was telling you, so Thursday morning, this is Saturday right now I'm filming. Thursday morning I get the email that the Nars, you know, my shade is in, so I quickly grabbed that and it's on order. It's coming in the mail. But what I forgot to see is that also that whole Gwen Stefani line, I'll put a picture of it up here. She's launched a whole makeup line. So there is some eyeliners, some lipsticks, some eyeshadows. And, you know, I was kind of on the fence about it. And then when I started looking through the actual eyeshadow palettes and stuff, they actually looked really, really pretty. So I thought, okay, well, why don't I just start off right now? I'll grab an eyeshadow palette. And again, ordered it within, I'm going to say, half an hour of my first order. Well, that was Thursday morning. And by Thursday afternoon, I get an email saying that it's been shipped. And I'm like, that never happens. I'm thinking it's been shipped. Oh, okay. But the original date on the email said that it wasn't going to be coming until Tuesday. So I thought, okay, well, but fine. I had another actually idea of stuff that I was going to be doing for this video today. So I thought, okay, well, I'll do what I was going to be doing. Well, then Friday morning, I get an email like it's at the post office, like it's going to be delivered today. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I might be able to do that this weekend. So I was so happy knowing that something is brand new, launching, and I'm going to be able to show it to you guys. So it's I'm not sure if it's GXVE. It's the whole Gwen Stefani new line. So I bought the eyeshadow palette. This one I picked up in Simple Kind of Life. It's just basically like a neutral palette, which, you know, what else would you expect from me is neutrals. You know, I love my neutrals. So the packaging is quite pretty. And on the back, they have what the shades are called. And again, just like a real neutral look, but also does have a mirror on it. So that's very nice. So I thought, let's give this a try. There was 3 other palettes. 2 of them were, by the time I got to them, they were already sold out. So there was this one, and then there was a couple of ones that they're colors that I just would not wear. So I thought, okay, well, this is the lesser of the 4 of them. Let's start off with this shade right here. It's called I Was in Love. So these apparently are supposed to be highly pigmented, like a rich, buttery eyeshadow. I think what I'll do is I'll just quickly swatch them for you guys. Okay, so this is that one I was starting off with. This one is called I Was in Love. Then the one right below it is called Faithful to Freedom. A nice warm buttery brown shade. Then the one right underneath that is called Obsessed. And then this bottom one here is called Covered in Shells. So like I said before, we'll start off with this one here, which is called I Was in Love. And I'm just going to use that as my transition shade. Okay, so it's blending in really, really well. I like how it does feel very, the formula is very buttery. So then I'm going to go in with this one right here. That's that Faithful to Freedom. And I will say that as I'm looking at the concealer, as I'm putting the eyeshadow on, the concealer actually looks pretty good. And remember, I'm not going to set anything with powder. I just want to see how everything is working by itself today. But the concealer. It's definitely more of a medium coverage. It's not full coverage. So if you don't have a lot of darkness, you would probably really like this one. It is giving me that hydrated look, and it hasn't settled into my fine lines. So I think it's doing a good job so far. I just like how this does a little bit of detail work right on the outer edge of my eye. So I'm just getting a tiny little bit of fallout, ever so much, but I didn't also tap my brush off a lot as I usually do. But this shade is nice. It's just giving me a little bit of definition on the outer end of my eye. Okay, next I'm going to go in with this. It's almost like a gray shade, and it's called Covered in Shells. And I'm going to use that one and put it all over my lid. And it's nice. You can use these either with like a brush or your finger. These are really actually kind of like a creamy formula. Yeah, see, just kind of give me a little bit of definition on my lid. And I'm just going to take a fluffy brush just to make sure everything is blended all together and there's no harsh lines at all. But those did blend in really nice together, and they are very pigmented. Okay, so the eyeliner I'm going to use today, it's from a new brand, I think, at Sephora. It's called the Caliray brand. So this is a surf-proof, easy glider eye definer. I picked it up in the shade, let me just see here, Secret Spot. It's like a brown shade. They had 3 colors. There was like a blue and a black, but I usually like to go more with a brown shade if I can. Now, this apparently is supposed to be waterproof, really blendable. It says you can even go into the ocean with it and it's not going to budge, so I'm not going to put that to the test. But if it's waterproof, maybe I'll give it a try in my waterline. But we'll first give it a shot on my upper lash line. Oh yeah, that, like, I'm barely touching it, and that is like depositing the color. Wow. Before everybody says it, yes, I know I'm not supposed to tug on my eye, but it just doesn't, the old eyeliner doesn't work very well when I don't do that. Oh, I like the shade. The shade is actually quite nice, that nice brown. And a lot of these products that I'm showing today, like this, the Gwen Stefani line, they're all like vegan, cruelty-free brands, if that's important to you. Yeah, this is really blendable and very pigmented. So I ended up putting it in my waterline. We'll see how water resistant or waterproof it is. And then I'm just taking a little flat angle brush, and I'm just going to diffuse the line a little bit so it softens it up. And then I'm just going to also draw that wing out ever so slightly. It is giving me time to work with it, so that's good. And just kind of softens it up. And then I wanted to try out a new mascara. So this is, I think this has been out for a couple months now, but I just was able to pick it up the other day. So it's the L'Oreal Voluminous Noir Palm Mascara. So it's up to 7 times fuller lashes, volume and care. It's clean from parabens and mineral oil. It's our first Balm in mascara with only essential ingredients for fuller, silkier, healthier looking lashes, iconic volume, ultimate care, and no compromise. So the packaging is really nice. Nice gold look on the packaging. I have this one in the shade black. I'm not going to use my eyelash curler. I want to see how the actual mascara is going to work for the first time. The wand is kind of bendy, almost like the Maybelline, the Sky High wand, where it has that flex tip. So I didn't know I was going to do that. It seems very liquidy. The wand is a little bit different. It's like the bristles are kind of those, I'm going to say kind of those spiky kind of bristles, where if you poke yourself in the eye, it hurts. I'm going to say not the biggest fan of this one. I can already tell. So this is just like one coat. It looks a little bit clumpy. Like my eyelashes look a little bit clumpy. Okay, so let's try and go in with another coat. I mean, it's giving me volume. I'm not going to say it's giving me any sort of lengthening. It's not really doing that. Okay, so I'm surprising. You know what? Because L'Oreal is usually my go-to for mascaras. Like I usually love every L'Oreal mascara that there is. Oh, see, and I just smudged up on the up on my upper lash line there, so it's very, very wet. So if you don't like a wet mascara, you're not going to like this. So that's now with 2 coats on. Yeah, okay. I can already tell it's not going to be my favorite. Okay, so now I have both sides done. I mean, the claims are also that it is like flake, smudge resistant. It's not supposed to be clumpy. I mean, as I started using it a little bit more, it wasn't as, like, as I was starting to do some of these inner ones, it wasn't as clumpy, but we'll see. I don't know. It's still, again, what I do like about it is I liked how the actual brush is quite soft. Like the formulation, however they've done the formulation, I guess it's with that balm in it, does make it very, it's hard to describe. It's very soft as you're putting the mascara on. And it says that it's washable. So that's the other thing that I like. I'm not a big waterproof mascara person. I like more washable formulas. So it does say it's washable. So we'll see. We'll give it I'll leave that down in the description box when I wash my face at the end of the night and let you guys know how well it came off. But yeah, it's an okay mascara. It's not, I don't know. For me, that's just my opinion. I don't see really anything great about it. I've used other mascaras that are probably even more affordable than this one, and they do a really nice job. So we'll see. I'll keep them, like I said, I'll leave everything in the description box for you guys. So next we're going to go in with bronzer. Now this isn't I'm going to say a new bronzer. It's a new to me bronzer, and it's the Makeup by Mario bronzer, and this is it's the Soft Sculpt. I have this one in light medium. But doesn't that look just so soft and buttery? Like that, that's the shade right there. That's so pretty. I have really been liking a lot of his products lately. I've picked up a few more. I'll have them in another video. Wow, look at that static cling. It is just making my hair do some weird stuff. What I like about this formula is it says it's buildable. It's one of those bronzers that never looks like orange or muddy looking. He's done a great job on his formulas, making them really like a true bronzer. Very natural looking. Very lightweight as well. It doesn't feel like powdery, anything like that. And I like how all of his products, it's such attention to detail. Like most of his stuff is like a magnetic, so you have that little magnetic closure. So I absolutely love that. So next we're going to go in with a new blush. So it's the Physicians Formula, the Matte Mono Butter Blush. I have this one in the shade Mauvey Mattes, but the packaging just looks stunning. I love like the little details that Physicians Formula does with all of their products. But look at how pretty that is. Isn't that just gorgeous? And I like how it has one of those little notches right there. You press that. Oh, that's so cute. And then inside here is one of those little, like you can use that as a brush. I never use them anyhow, but it's cute that they add that. It has a little bit of a scent to it. It's just like a really, like a sweet scent. I'm just going to take that. Oh, it's very, very pigmented. Oh my goodness. And I didn't put a lot on my brush. Wow, that is very, very pigmented. Oh my goodness. I'll take some and spread the love over here. Wow. I was not expecting it to be that pigmented. I'm just going to take, whenever that happens, if that happens to you guys, just take your sponge or whatever, and I'm just going to diffuse it a little bit. Okay, so I toned down the blush a little bit, so just fair warning, very pigmented. I love the shade, though. The shade looked really, really nice. Once I got it kind of blended in with my sponge, but I really like that. So great, great blush. Now, the highlighter I'm going to try today, so this is a new one. I do try and buy like liquid highlighters where I can. So I saw this one come up on one of those articles that I like reading articles about what, new products are coming out, ones to try. So this came up as one of those must-try highlighters. It's the Burts Bees. It's called the Luminizer. And this is in the shade Starlight. Now, I only saw this one shade, so I'm not sure if they make other shades, but this is the only one that I saw. Now, what the claims are for some of this is it's a like a very nourishing highlighter. It is one of those ones that you can combine either with your moisturizer or your foundation to kind of give you like a glowy appearance. I'm just going to strictly use it as a highlighter today. I want to see how glowy it can make my cheeks. It says it's made with green tea extract, which is going to help like healthy, glowing skin. So my hands are clean now. I went and washed them. I'm just going to put like a dab. So let's try that much. It's a very like a pearlized looking highlighter. I'm just going to put the hands together. Oh, it's very, once you rub it together, that is very pearlescent. So let's start here. Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. And I'm just like barely tapping it on. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Oh wow, that would be gorgeous mixed in with some foundation. Okay, so I'm just going to tap it in with my sponge so it's not looking so stark. But oh my goodness, you guys, isn't that beautiful? Oh, wow, I like that. Now I can see what they were talking about. Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. But this highlighter, look at that. You guys. So definitely have a sponge ready to pat it in. Oh, wow, that is gorgeous. That definitely gives you like a glow. My goodness. Okay, so let's now, I'm going to put a little bit down my center of my nose. Okay, so that's amazing. That really is amazing. I'm going to put some on my Cupid's bow. Oh, I like that. Oh, I think I have found a great new product. And there's still like lots on my fingers left. Amazing. I like that. That did a great job. Look at that glow. But it doesn't look like overly like stark where it's like, my goodness, you've got highlighter on. Yes, that will definitely do it. It says it gives a glowy appearance for all skin tones, and I believe that. That is fantastic. I don't know if I showed you. It has just like a little squeezy, like a squeezy top. All right, so for a lip product, we're going to go in with a new Makeup by Mario. Again, this is one of those ones that's all over the internet. I was glad that I was able to just pick up the one shade that I wanted to. I think there's like 5 or 6 different shades. So I got this one in Apricot Glow, but it is the Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. It's a lip balm. So it says it's a very, like a hydrating, it's supposed to melt into your lips, like really glossy. So I was super curious to see what this was going to look like. Oh, okay, so when you, wow, you definitely know that you're turning the top up. So that's what the top looks like. It says it's hydrated with shea butter, avocado oil, refined kiwi oil, and argan oil to nourish, hydrate, and condition. It's a unique serum texture, instantly melts onto lips with while a blend of vegan conditioning oils visibly plump, nourish, and hydrate. All right, well, let's give this a try. I want it to go up a little bit more. Oh, wow. Holy smokes. Like, I barely put anything on and I can feel it already. Okay, so these are really, really nourishing. Look at that shine. Oh my goodness. That's like you're putting like lip gloss on. That's amazing. But it almost feels like a cooling sensation on my lips right now. Okay, so this is just quite a while after filming, but I just wanted to show you what it does look like in natural light. Like it is truly really beautiful, you guys. Like I think I may have found my new Holy Grail foundation. It is gorgeous. Like it is so illuminating on my skin. Look at it, like it is not even like going into my fine lines at all. Oh my goodness, you guys, I think this is just beautiful. So I highly, highly recommend it. I'm giving this a huge 2 thumbs up for this foundation. And I will be definitely using it in more videos coming up. And I don't mean, this was without primer. Look at how good it looks without primer. So that's what I'm really, really impressed with. So I'm going to try it again without, or with some powder, maybe some primer, see how that looks. But I really like the look of how it's just kind of giving me a really, like a satiny, kind of look. So, oh my goodness, you guys, this is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful foundation. Love it. All right, so this is the completed look. And I must say that a couple of these products, well, a few of these products have actually blown me away. I'm very impressed for a first impression. I love trying products right on camera so you guys can see what my thoughts are as I'm using them. Let's first start off with the one that I'm least liking, I'm going to say. Surprisingly, like I said to you before, I love L'Oreal mascaras, but for whatever reason, just this new voluminous Noir Balm one, I don't know. I will see. I'll test it out for the rest of the day, see if it does any flaking, smudging, if it's easy to wash off. I just didn't feel like it gave me the volume I'm looking for. Like in other mascaras, I can sometimes really get like a lot of volume. They lengthen. But this one just did okay for me. It didn't really like blow my mind where I'm like, oh my goodness, look at my lashes. So that one, out of everything that I tried today, is kind of like on my least favorite that I've tried. Caliray pencil. So far it's doing a nice job. I haven't retouched up into my waterline at all, and it's still staying true in my waterline. So I like that when it says it's waterproof and I want to use it in my waterline, I want it to stay. So far doing a nice job. The Revlon concealer, I think it does a nice job if you don't have a lot of dark circles. I can still see quite a bit of my darkness poking through. It is a medium coverage, I get that. It's not like a full coverage at all. But for the actual formulation, when I'm looking at it up close, it is definitely like hydrating under my eye. I don't look dry and cakey under my eye right now. It hasn't settled all into my little crease areas. So this is one of the ones where I can probably either take it or leave it on my skin anyhow. I have other concealers that do a really nice job and give me a little bit more coverage. But I think if you're somebody that doesn't have a lot of like darkness under your eyes, I think this would be really great, especially with the caffeine and the vitamin C. I think that really does help kind of your eye look a little bit awakened. I liked the shade, like the universal shade actually worked for me. So that one is, like I'm doing okay with it right now. Really do like the eyeshadows, the Gwen Stefani little eyeshadow palette. I think it did, I was blown away by how like really buttery and pigmented the shades are. Looks really, really nice. They blended in really well. There was just like an ever so slight bit of fallout. I think it looks like I didn't have to do a lot of effort in the blending of it. So those are really, really good. Then the next one is the Makeup by Mario, the bronzer. So I think that is such a great bronzer. Stayed very true. Like it says, it's not orange, it's not muddy looking, just a very natural, healthy looking glow to my skin. And to go along with that, this lip balm, it still is even, I've had it on for quite a while now, and it's still really like kind of tingling my lips. It's not like a lip plumper one that kind of burns your lips. This one is just kind of like just a nice cooling effect on my lips. So I really like that, and I love how it's very like the shine. Yeah, just amazing. So I would definitely want to get another shade of that. Really, one of the things that blew me away was this Burt's Bees highlighter. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. I will be using this definitely. And the fact that I can mix it with my moisturizer and mix it with foundation if I have like maybe a foundation that's a little bit on the flatter side and I want more of like a glowy, healthier look, definitely I will be adding this to it and just kind of giving it a little something something. So love this little highlighter. My goodness, this blew me away. The blush, did not realize I was going to be so pigmented. So very, very light hand when you go in with it. Some people may not like the scent to it. I actually don't mind it. It just kind of smells like almost like candy, I guess is the best way to describe it. Like just kind of a candy scent, but look at that detail on the flowers and stuff. Oh my goodness. They just do amazing, amazing job on their products. So really like that. That's awesome. And then last but not least is the Nars foundation. So far, this is doing like a really good job. Really pleased with how it is not settling at all into these lines down here. I have so many lines just down in this area here. It's not settling into that. It still is, especially in here, it's giving me a bit of a blurring effect in this area here. My skin feels very soft, and it's radiant, it's luminous. And like I said, I'll leave the information down below of how well it wore for the rest of the day, because it's already, right now, I've already got like 3:20 on my phone here, so it's quite already late. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. So I'm extremely happy with that. I think it's definitely living up to all the hype about it. So I've got some exciting videos coming up in the near future here. Some products that I am really happy to be trying out. So make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure you hit that notification bell, and that way you're notified whenever I upload those videos. And make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. That also helps out my channel out a lot. Everything that I used today will also be down in the description box. And I thank you so much for supporting my channel if you ever do use any of those affiliate links. Leave me some comments down below of whether you have tried some of these products, if you liked them, if you're planning on purchasing them. I always like to hear from you guys to see what your suggestions are as well. And as always, I hope everybody has a great week and a great life, and I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!